Welcome to the new episode of Thank God For Success. I know I was off last week, right? But I'm back. And I had to study, right? I had to do my homework, and I did my homework, right? I came up with something. I sat, and I really thought, and I thought really hard about what is going to be something what I can get you guys' attention on, what I can grab. And here it is, alright? I got it on my phone. Hold on one second. Alright? It's what you do in the present can help you make yourself a better future. Let me say it one more time. What you do in the present can help brace your future. Alright? What I'm talking about right now is that you have to start being yourself. You have to start doing things that, not everybody else is doing. You got to start being yourself, and you got to be better than good. You got to be better than excellent. You got to do great. You got to go beyond it, right? And when you see videos, right, people are always talking about doing it, but I think that they're just talking about it. You got to actually do it, because whenever I talk about it and I say it to someone, you're not just seeing me talking about it. They see me in the gym, right? They see me actually doing it. They actually see me actually practicing it, right? And that's what you got to do. Life is full of practicing, so you can be great, so you can be extraordinary at what you are, what your gift is, right? You got to actually find it. You got to search for it. You got to search for what you're going to be, what you want to do in life. When people ask me what I want to do, I'm like, I'm going to be a motivational speaker. I give them what I'm talking about. I tell them my website. I tell them what my dreams are, right? But when it comes down to my dreams, I'm actually living it. I'm not just talking about them. I have proof. I can say, here, look at what I'm doing, right? I'm handing you my proof. What I'm actually doing, what my dreams are, I really want to be, right? That's what you guys got to do. And your actions are the main big thing right now. Your actions. Your actions are what represents you, will make you the person who you are. If you're always acting negative, you're putting yourself down all the time, you're never going to get to the top, because you never ever, let me say this, let me slow down here. You've never seen yourself better than what you think you are, because you're always putting yourself down. But when people actually try to compliment you, you know what you do? You step back and be like, man, I'm not all that great. Then you got to take a step back and be like, yeah, I can do that. I'm actually better than what I'm saying to myself. You got to actually put yourself in those situations, will make you better, right? And if you look at yourself in the mirror, every day you wake up, you say something positive about yourself, say something positive that makes you who you are. Maybe it's like, man, I'm so grateful that I'm so positive when I'm waking up every day. I'm grateful for the house, right? Or you say something that compliments yourself, saying, I'm always outgoing and positive, and that's what I love about myself. You say something about that, not trying to brag or anything. You're just making a statement. You're just telling yourself something good. Get your motivation up, right? Getting yourself pumped up, and you're actually trying to focus now on something. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot more success than always saying negative things to yourself. And if you have friends that are always negative to you, man, what are you even trying to do? Because you're not even putting yourself in those situations that are gonna make you better, right? Not gonna make you in those better situations to make yourself more successful. And I know everybody wants to be successful. Their heart, everybody wants to be successful. But it defines the people who actually do it, who are just talking about it. And if you're just holding back all the time, you're like, man, I want to do it, and you just walk away, yeah, you're never going to get there, because you're always just talking about it. You walk away, and you just, you may be scared of it, right? You got to actually face your fears. You got to embrace it. You got to embrace that moment. And see, you cannot let your dreams, let me slow down here and say it for you. I'm going to say it twice so everyone can hear this. You cannot let your dreams become ashes. Let me say it one more time. You cannot let your dreams become ashes. So if you're always talking about it, right, you always say, I got it. But if you get there and you're feeling it, right, you're almost there, you're like, man, this is taking too long. You know what you do when you walk away? You let your dreams become to ashes. You let it just all go away. You never know how close you are, right? You never know how close you are to your dreams until you actually get there, until you actually see it, right? And you see proof of it. And then if you start doing it consistently day in and day out, right, and you're actually seeing results from it, then you got to keep on going. And if you don't see results at first, they will come. That's why you got to keep on working at it. You got to keep on pushing yourself beyond the limits, and to your limits where that you're exhausted, right? You're wheezing, whatever it is. Maybe you're a bad speaker, and you got to start practicing on speaking. And that's what you got to do, man. If you're shy, you got to practice in the mirror, talk to the wall, and it's going to put yourself in those situations of when you come to speak, you're going to be a lot better than you were before. It's going to push yourself and be a better person. Everyone wants to be that. I'm jumping around a little bit, but I'm gonna get back. You gotta embrace yourself. You You gotta embrace yourself for the future. Right? You never know what your future is gonna bring you. So you gotta start acting like today is your future. You gotta, maybe it's the way you dress, and you wanna start dressing like you're in the future. You gotta put on some nice clothes, look yourself in the mirror, and you gotta say, this is what I'm gonna be when I grow up. You can picture yourself, literally picturing yourself of embracing yourself in the future, just standing in the mirror, and that's gonna motivate you, saying, I'm gonna get to that spot one day. But you actually gotta start doing it, start believing in yourself. Start believing in your thoughts. Start believing in your actions. And don't hold back, alright? Do not hold back in your actions. And let the actions speak for you. Because one day you will see them. And it's going to totally pay off, alright? And it's going to pay off. Right now it's really hard. Maybe you're frustrated and you want to give up. You got to stop giving up. Start giving into it. And get rid of those temptations of all the things that, what are bad. And you got to start getting into good. Start getting into that good routine every single day. Day in and day out. And you're going to embrace yourself for the future. And just listen to me. Do the small things that make you better as a person. You can compliment people. You start doing your homework. You start studying for tests. Do whatever it is that makes you who you are. It makes the person that you want to be when you grow up. Right now I'm starting off small, but, by the time I get older, I can watch these videos over, I know what I'm going to be talking about, what I messed up on, and I can actually revisit. I revisit my videos after I make them, right? If I have to make any adjustments, I reshoot the video. And it really helps me focus on my dreams and my goals. And I don't want to let my dreams and my goals turn into ashes. I want to get into it, right? I know it's going to take time, but I'm going to get into it. And that's what you guys got to do. So for this week, start looking at your dreams and your goals. Start writing it down on a piece of paper, right? And actually start getting into it, alright? So next week we're going to be talking about... Next week what we're going to be talking about is... Hold on one second. Is... the actions. Your actions speak, man. Here it is. No one can stop you from being yourself. It's your actions that determine it. We're gonna get deep into that next week. What your actions can really do, and how to change your actions. If you're on the wrong path and you want to be going on the right path, I know everyone wants to go on that right path and be successful, right? You got to actually start doing and changing, alright? That's what we're going to be talking about next week. So you guys have a good week. Start working on it, and actually start being yourself. People will start noticing it, alright? Here it is. Work hard always pays off in the end. But it's what you do with your life and your days that determine if you're going to be successful or not. If you quit, you're never going to get there. But if you stay in there and you strive for your goals every single day, you will get there. I don't care how hard it is right now, you will find your goal. You will find your dream. And it's really about yourself, man. No one else can make you who you are, determine who you are. Alright? So I'm out. I'll see you guys next week.